Michael here, back for another fun week in LEGO news with huge reveals from the holiday advent calendars to exclusive holiday sets, LEGO Spider-Man buildable figures, and Wakanda Forever sets revealed. Finally, news on the new LEGO movie. And could we be getting LEGO Garfield? And I'll kick off another round of the weekly giveaway. Just subscribe and leave a comment about this week's news. And of course, I'm back with LEGO deals from Amazon and across the web, so if you want to pick anything up to support the channel, there's links in the description below. First up, with ZAVVI, you get the Mandalorian and Luke Skywalker helmets for 29% off their new price. Next at Amazon, they got the LEGO Technic Ducati for 30% off, and the Iron Man Hall of Armor for 20% off. Next over at Best Buy, the Super Mario B Mario power-up is 50% off, plus the Muppets minifigures are 20% off. Over at Target, the Spider-Man Bridge Battle Polybag everyone's been waiting for, plus a couple others are now available. Over at LEGO, they've got the Pirates and Treasure VIP add-on pack with purchases over $50. The LEGO 90th Anniversary Lion Knights Castle is now available. Plus, they've got a bunch of sets 20% off, so you want to pick up any of these deals and support the channel, there's links in the description below. Next up, LEGO's finally revealed all of this year's advent calendars with their exclusive minifigures, but if you don't want any spoilers, skip ahead to the time code mentioned here. All the advent calendars come out September 1st and received a $5 price bump this year, so your licensed calendars are $45. For LEGO Star Wars, the figures and mini builds seem to come from all over the Star Wars canon, including the recently released LEGO Star Wars Summer Vacation. And there's definitely some fun exclusives. First, we have the previously revealed Beach Darth Vader, complete with that awesome torso print and a mini sandcastle of Darth Vader's castle. But my favorite, of course, are these holiday versions of R2-D2 and C-3PO wearing Christmas sweaters of each other, and this was actually featured in the film as well. And you gotta love a Santa Gonk Droid. For Marvel this year, it's all themed after the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special, which we haven't seen anything from yet. The mini builds range from iconic Guardians vehicles to all sorts of interesting Christmas builds. And while many of these awesome minifigures come from the Great Guardian ship set, we also get some exclusive figures here as well, including Drax and Nebula with some great Christmas sweaters, and each feature brand new heads. And while I'm so excited for this one, it does leave one question.
Where is Gamora?
For Harry Potter, just like last year, this one features a game inside, where all the builds turn into game pieces and there's a spinning top to play the game. The mini builds represent moments from across all 8 films. Plus, there's some awesome new minifigures, including Voldemort with its tongue out, a new Moaning Myrtle, and Neville Longbottom. The LEGO City and LEGO Friends calendars are up to $35 this year. For LEGO City, the mini builds all seem to be minifigure scale. Plus, there's awesome minifigures and animals, including the white version of the pony, this great bellhop, plus Santa Claus. And LEGO Friends seems to be going minifigure scale too, with a lot of fun holiday builds, some great animals, and their own version of Santa. Next up, also coming in September, are 3 new buildable figures from Spider-Man, each retailing for $25, which is less than the $40 Iron Man figure which came before, though this did have more pieces, drum lacquered gold pieces, as well as a light brick. First up, we've got Miles Morales with that great black and red color scheme, not to mention printed pieces for the face and chest detail, which look great. There's great posability, and those web pieces seem to scale. Next up, we've got Spider-Man with that classic red and blue design, and he features even more prints with the face, torso, and ab sections, and another print on each shin. Finally, we've got Venom, who's a little more bulked out and interesting with those large claws. He also has awesome prints on the face and torso, and a more unique head shape with that large open mouth and tongue. While these buildable figures aren't for everyone, they look really fun, and I think they'll be great for kids. And speaking of Marvel, we got our official photos of the Black Panther Wakanda Forever sets, which will all be coming out on October 1st. On the front of the box, we see some depictions of the characters from the film, but on the back of the box, we've got some clues of some upcoming figures that may be coming in that last set. At the top, we've got this epic look at M'Baku, who looks so awesome with that great face print and that really unique torso. Plus, we've got Okoye, who's different than the version we got from the first movie, with an all-new torso print and extra head details. And this all makes me just so excited to see the reveal of the final set that I imagine they come in. The first set we know about, though, is Shuri's Sunbird with 355 pieces, retailing for $50. I love the look of the Sunbird ship with all of its unique Wakandan stylings with the gold accents and those large rotors. Not to mention that all of the areas expand for its flight mode, which makes the ship quite large. And of course, it's got to have stud shooters. This set includes 4 minifigures with Shuri, Nakia, Riri Williams as Ironheart Mark I, and Attuma. They all feature unbelievable prints on the torsos and the legs, plus really great new headpieces for Attuma and Shuri. Next, we've got King Namor's throne room with 355 pieces, retailing for $35. Though straightforward, the design for this set looks pretty great. The throne looks amazing as a large set of teeth with all those interesting markings. Plus, it's got the underwater look with the seaweed and the fish. And there's even a hidden compartment with treasure. Shuri's submarine has some really interesting shaping, especially with those 3 panel pieces. Plus, there's of course stud shooters. This set features 3 minifigures, including that same Shuri and Attuma, plus King Namor at the center, who features great printing that continues onto the side of the legs. And finally, we've got the 4 plus Shuri's lab with 58 pieces, retailing for $10. While the build for the lab is quite simple, there's some nice parts, including that awesome print at the back, which you can knock over with the disc launcher. There's some fun accessories and 2 minifigures, including a version of Shuri we got before, and this awesome new Black Panther. Speaking of movies, we finally got some information about the next LEGO movie. Back in 2020, we got the announcement of Universal Pictures taking over the LEGO movies, but since then, it's been pretty much radio silent. But in a recent podcast, producer Dan Lin said, "We are very active in developing the next LEGO movie." And while he gives credit to the original directors for setting the tone for what a LEGO movie should look like and feel like, he does explain that they're switching it up to a different kind of art form that's still true to LEGO, but they're reinventing it. And the good news is that he's eager to announce it, and there should be some announcements soon. If you know me, I'm a huge fan of all the LEGO movies, so I'm hoping it doesn't change in tone too much, but I'm very eager to see what they come out with. But if you're looking for a LEGO movie to watch in the meantime, you can actually head over to Disney Plus, as LEGO Star Wars Summer Vacation is now available to watch. And if you've watched any of the other Star Wars specials, you know that it'll tackle a lot of aspects of the lore while throwing in classic LEGO humor, so be sure to check that one out. Next up, for the holidays, LEGO also announced 3 LEGO Store exclusive sets coming out on October 1st. First up, we've got the Christmas tree with 784 pieces, retailing for $45. The build for the Christmas tree looks really nice and reminds me of that previous gift with purchase, though this one has all sorts of details on the rug, lots of great ornaments and candles, and of course a star at the top. This set is also a 2-in-1 build, so you can reconfigure it to create 2 smaller trees, which also have really cool builds. And I can definitely see this one being popular. Next, we've got the Wintertime Polar Bears with 312 pieces, retailing for $12.99. This set is the latest in the line of seasonal animal sets, and this one's pretty cute with the 2 polar bears, with one with a scarf and the other one sitting on a sled. Not to mention, I love the snowy scene, the Christmas tree with the presents underneath. And finally, we've got the Penguin and Snowflake with 139 pieces, retailing for $10. These builds are the latest in the line of holiday ornaments, and this one looks super cute with the penguin with the earmuffs and scarf and this nice snowflake design. Next up, we also got our first look at the LEGO Dots pencil holder with 476 pieces. This gift with purchase is said to run between August 16th and September 4th, with purchases over $65. As with most dot sets, you get tons of extra pieces to decorate all of the sides, and those openings at the top can hold your pencils or whatever you want. And from LEGO Super Mario, we've got Yellow Yoshi's Fruit Tree Polybag with 46 pieces. This comes free with LEGO Super Mario purchases over $40. Starting today, and I believe it's in-store only. And this is a great chance to get Yellow Yoshi and one of the newer fruit pieces. Next up, last week we mentioned that VIP points were coming to Target, and the program has officially launched. The way it works is that you'll get 1 VIP point for every dollar you spend on LEGO sets at Target from now until the end of January. After buying LEGO sets from Target or Target.com, you'll go to the LEGO VIP website under Activities and choose the Upload Target Receipt option. From there, you'll take your photo and upload and submit it to the website, and you can see I've already submitted 2. And while the ratio isn't great, I'll take every VIP point I can get. Next up, on August 1st, we got the release of the 90th anniversary Galaxy Explorer set, and while the set is so amazing on its own, you may not have realized that there's actually 3 models that you can build with the same pieces. Since release, LEGO's actually gone ahead and uploaded the instructions for not only the main model, but of course these other 2 ones which aim to recreate other different previous sets. And overall, I think this is pretty cool, so be sure to check out the LEGO Building Instructions app or website to get those. Next up in LEGO Ideas news, there were 3 more projects to hit 10,000 supporters on the platform. First up, we've got Garfield 2-in-1. This model aims to recreate the classic comic strip of Garfield, showing him in his 2 favorite positions, watching TV and sleeping. The build here does a really nice job capturing Garfield's unique design in a pretty large scale, and I think getting Garfield as a set would be pretty fun. And with a new movie coming out, this one might have a chance. Next up, we've got Medieval Watchtower. This one, of course, is another castle-themed build, and I really love this design, especially with all its verticality. All the foliage and trees are super nicely done, and I love all the texturing on the building, not to mention that it's fully modular with lots of interior details. It always seems like LEGO Ideas fans can't get enough of castles, so I think this one could do really well, but with the large new castle and the medieval blacksmith still on the market, I'm curious how this one might do. And finally, we've got Armada Port. This one, of course, aims to recreate an Imperial Armada base like from the classic Pirates line, but the designer really updated those classic designs in a really amazing way with tons of modern and novel techniques and tons of amazing texturing. This would, of course, make a nice complement to the LEGO Ideas Pirates of Barracuda Bay, and with that set now retired, this one might have a chance, but as always, we'll have to wait and see. So there you have it, another fun week in LEGO news with lots to look forward to this fall and winter season. I'm really looking forward to all the new superhero sets like the buildable Spider-Man figures and of course everything from Wakanda Forever. Not to mention I always buy all the advent calendars because I just love all the figures. Be sure to leave this video a thumbs up down below if you're as excited as me, and don't forget to subscribe because I'll be back next Saturday with even more LEGO news. And let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What did you think about all the stories? And which one are you most excited about? And now we've got this week's giveaway winner. Congratulations! And be sure to email me from the About page on my channel so we can coordinate about the prize. And if you want to enter this week's round, just leave me a comment about this week's news. You must be a subscriber to win. And definitely turn on notifications to find out when my next video is posted, because I'll be announcing the winners at the end of some of the videos. That's all the time we've got for today. Thanks, and have a good one! Hey, Michael here, clicking to watch last week's video featuring ATTE delayed Avatar sets, more coming from Back to the Future and the LEGO Atari, and don't forget to subscribe.